is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी आए सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ होना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Arthadarte yatha vritti gantum chalati chantare, अनाधारा निर्विकारा साधशा सोन्मनि स्मृता. Unless an object is included in the mind, it does not exist for us. And what matters is whether something exists for us or not. Exists for us or not. So, an object is included in the mind. So, mind plus inclusion of an object is called as a thought. See? Mind itself is immaculate, pure. There is nothing. Pure knowledge. Now, in that pure knowledge, when an object enters, entry of the object is in the form of giving value or importance to that object. So the object entered, immediately that mind in that moment is called as a thought. Be attentive. Mind is clear, no problem. Inclusion of an object in the mind, a thought is formed. Thought is of four types: doubt, decision, memory, ownership. These are the four types of thoughts, or these are the four qualities of the thought. When the thought is in the form of doubt, it is mind. When the thought becomes decision, the same thought is called as the intellect. In the form of the memory, the thought is called as the chitta. And ownership, the thought is called as the ahankar. So, mind is antakaran. On this antakaran, there are four types of thoughts. And therefore, one object is included, a thought is formed. Now, for that thought, there will be four variations. I don't know what it is. I think it is good. I remember last time I had taken the same thought, but it was a problem. So, the same thought can give you four stages. Number one. Then this object is dropped. Then we go to the second object. So, from one object to another object, when the mind goes, then there are two different thoughts formed. Now the question comes, in between what happens? In between anadhara, nirvikara, in between the two thoughts, there is no thought. Then what is there? Thought-free mind. There is no adhar. There is no support for the mind to become a thought. To convert the mind into a thought, we require the support of some object. So, anadhara, and because there is no support, nirvikara, then the mind has not undergone any modification. The four modification, mana, buddhi, chitta, hankar, mind has not gone under any modification, nirvikara. And therefore, that state of the mind is transcending the mind. Sadasha unmani smruta. Un means above, beyond. Mani, the mind. So that state of the mind where there are zero thoughts, that mind is no more a mind. It has transcended the mind. See? The whole process is like what? We can jump maximum 3 feet, but somebody wants to jump 3 meters. So what they do? They take support of a pole, come running, fix the pole in the soil, and with the help of the pole, they go up there. After going up there, then they don't hold on to the pole. Work is over, throw it away. No, no, no. I don't want to be like that. Help me so much. So with the pole, you go to that side. No. So, in case of the pole, is the pole of inquiry. And what we have to cross is the mind. So, by the thought, we go beyond the thoughts. How to go by the thought beyond the thought? When the thoughts are there, we have given some kind of value to that perception. So, when perception is there but no value, then that mind will be like the mirror. Perceptions are there, no rejection, but no comment, no evaluation. Then that state of the mind is called unmani avastha. We have gone beyond the mind. And this happens in everybody's life 100,000 times every day. This I am telling you from Tripura Rahasya. There is one text, Tripura Rahasya, there this thought comes. Like we know the waking experience, this is waking. We know the dream experience, this is dream. We know the deep sleep experience, this is deep sleep. But we do not know what is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And therefore, although we go through the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, we are not knowing this is what it is. So what is the problem? Problem is not the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Problem is, do we recognize? Friends, all the gains are only through knowledge. Every gain. See? Once I was coming from Thane, and as usual, I had no money in my pocket. So, when I left that place, they gave me some dakshinas, I put it in the pocket. But my mind was, I have no money in the pocket. So, when I was going, I went to the railway station. Oh God, I don't know, but they will ask me for the ticket. So, I came back. Bus also they will ask the ticket. Then I could have taken a taxi and gone, but it didn't click. I had no money, how can I go? So I walked from Thane up to Andheri. And after I reached there, then as usual I emptied my pockets and money was there. So although it is available, because it is not known, it doesn't exist for me. See, therefore, when you are sitting for meditation, be attentive. What do you get when you close your eyes? That you lose when you open your eyes? This is your Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So by closing eyes, we don't get anything. By opening eyes, we don't lose anything. So we have gone beyond gain and loss. When we go beyond gain and loss, it means we have reached the infinite. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. Maintaining this 24/7 and playing the game of life is living in meditation. So, this quality of life is called Sadachar. Sat, the reality, is expressing through us. And what is that expression? No less, no gain, no loss. अर्थादर्थे यथा वृत्ति गंतुम चलति नान्तरे अनाधारा निर्विकारा सादशा सोन्मनि स्मृता. That dasha, that state, we have gone beyond the mind. So we have not killed the mind. We have not done the chitta vritti nirodha. Mind is perfect, normal, alert, vigilant, quiet. It is not a sleepy mind. It is not an agitated mind. Like the space supports everything, doesn't get disturbed by anything. The mind supports all experiences. Be attentive. All experiences happen only to mind. Waking mind. Rather, these four experiences, if we classify them, waking experience is intellect oriented, dream experience is mind oriented, deep sleep is ahankar oriented, and samadhi is chitta oriented. So, mana buddhi chitta ahankar, these are the thoughts. Waking experience is logically predominant. Why? Cause and effect. Dream experience is chaotic mind. Deep sleep experience is ahankar, because of which the body is maintained and all the functions of the body continue. And samadhi is chitta pradhan. Therefore, if somebody just before going to samadhi, if he tells his disciple, hey, get me a cup of tea, okay? And by the time he says, okay, he is lost in samadhi. And thereafter, after 1 month, he comes out of the samadhi. First question will be, where is my cup of tea? That was the last thought with which he has entered samadhi. So he will begin from there onwards. So, in short, all these experiences, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi, they belong to the mind in general, not to us. But when we get identified with the body waking, when we get identified with the modifications of the mind dream, when we get identified with the absence of the two, it is a deep sleep. When we get identified with the memory, it is samadhi. So they don't belong to us, they belong to the mind. See, unless these things are clear, my dear friends, our spiritual practice is only a self deception. So, anadhara nirvikara sa nisha unmani smrita. Because why this is so? Chittam chitta vijaniyat takara rahitam yada takaro vishayadhyasa japaragau yathamanau. Chitta. Now, those of you who know how to write in Devanagari script, chitta, how it is written? Chi, rasva, choti matra, chi, rasva, half the, and then full the, chitta, not a Punjabi one. मेरा सत्य चित्त आनंद रूप ना सत्य चित्त नहीं सचित सो तकारो विषयाध्यास when you remove the ta, so chitta minus ta, what remains is chit. So chittam chitcha vijaniyat takara rahitam yada. So when from the word chitta we remove the ta, only the chit remains. What is that takara? Takaro vishayadhyasaha. Takara is the objectivity in knowledge. So when objectivity in knowledge is dropped, it is Shuddha Chaitanya. And how do we drop the objectivity in knowledge? Let objectivity not influence us. See? How you drop the satsanga, it doesn't influence you. See? How many times we have heard asangoham, asangoham, asangoham punah punah. See? How many times we all have been doing the same thing again and again. Don't talk to yourself, but we sit down. Are you in meditation? Thinking something? No, 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 I was not thinking. What is intensely thinking? Relax, man, relax. Yogis teach you how to concentrate. Don't do concentration in life. Concentration is always on others. You are listening to me with concentration. But when you are aware, we are not concentrating on ourselves. We are aware of ourselves. In concentration, there is a tiredness. In awareness, there is no tiredness. In concentration, there are efforts. In awareness, there are no efforts. Therefore, for concentration, you have to learn many techniques. In awareness, you don't have to learn anything. Relax. See, my friends, chittam chitta vijaniyat takara rahitam yada takaro vishayadhyasa. Vishaya adhyasa. Adhyasa means adhihi asa. That which is for the fools is called as adhyas. See, the mirage waters, they are real for the fools, not for the wise. See, friends, takaro vishayadhyasa. When we take this objective world as a solid reality, we fall in this category of being a fool. See? And who is a fool? constantly complaining and crying. Gatasuna gatasuscha nanu shoshanti panditaha. Wise people are not miserable. We become miserable for two conditions. Gatasuna. Asu means life, prana. When somebody dies, we are miserable. Then, second time, because somebody doesn't die, we are miserable. ये मरता भी नहीं. Sorry. See, friends. And wise people are not miserable for any reason. Because they are living in awareness. See, friends. One technique I had told in some of my talks, somewhere, I don't know where. Try this, not now. When you are in your bed, you are lying on your bed, imagine you are a very big bottle, empty. So inside the bottle, there is only space. So, like that, you are a big bottle, inside there is only space, no contents. And then play, this bottle breaks. So, all the pieces of that broken bottle, they fall apart. Then what happens to the space inside that bottle when the bottle breaks? Will the space go out of the bottle? Exactly the same way. When you sleep, like a bottle kept, but inside, outside, there is but one reality, that you are. When this bottle breaks, nothing happens to the space. Do this practice every day. A day you will never have even a passing thought of your death. House can be broken, space can't be broken. All the problems are because of this illusion. I am inside the body. Because of body, I am. If we analyze our own experiences, don't trust, analyze your experience. When we are not identified with the body, yet we continue to exist. Therefore, our existence is independent of body identification. But what is our present knowledge? I am because of the body. And therefore, if the body dies, I die. Because I see other bodies dying, therefore I am also body, I will also die. Nobody can help you to come out of this chaos unless we ourselves work on it. So, takaro vishayadhyasaha, this wrong notion that I am the body, I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister. These are all required when you are dealing your day to day life, but don't get buried under that huge weight. Takaro Vishaya Dhyasa. Example is given. Japa Rago Yathamanam. See, now this bottle is transparent, water is transparent, so it has no color. Now, when the same bottle is kept near this backdrop, from a distance it appears as if the bottle has got the same design and the water is also colored. But is it? Exactly the same way. It is the mind that is disturbed, but then I am disturbed. See? When I was sitting looking at this pool, you can just observe that picture when it's on the floor, even if the water moves, it doesn't move. But any reflection in the water, if the water moves, reflection also moves. So it appears, but it is not. because there is nothing solid like a reflection. It only appears. Therefore, we cannot fish out the reflection from the water. It doesn't exist. In the same manner, the one who is mother, father, brother, husband, wife, where are they? Nowhere. And these non existing entities, they are making our life miserable or super miserable. Sakaro Vishayadhyasah Japa Rago Yatha Manau. So, like this bottle has as if become colored along with the contents, in the same manner this Paramatma in this bottle of the body has become as if man and woman, young and old, beautiful and awful, yaparago yathamano, like this bottle as if became colored. It is not becoming colored. See? Therefore, what is to be done? Take away the money, the crystal away from the background, all color gone. And that is why Neya Vastu Parityagat Jnanam Tishtati Kevalam Triputi Kshinata Meti Brahma Nirvana Mruchati. Neya Vastu Parityagat. So, when the object of knowledge is dropped from the knowledge, Neya Vastu, any object is known if it is included in the mind. And if that object is dropped, how do we drop the object? Give zero value to that object. Anything to which we give importance, that only enters in our mind. There are many sincere people, but their importance given to wrong things overpowers them. For example, the social workers. See, they want to change the world. One example I told you, our Gadge Maharaj in Bombay. He wanted to teach the people how to be clean, neat. Whole life he was carrying a jhadu in his hand. Thereafter, people started waiting for him to come and clean. They will not clean. See, spiritual life is our evolution. Don't get involved with anything or anybody. But is it not selfishness? No, it is not selfishness. Self is ish. Selfishness is when you are working for yourself at the cost of others. Therefore, Jnaya Vastu Parityagat. When objectivity is dropped, what remains? Jnanam Tishtati Kevalam. Undifferentiated knowledge alone remains. Therefore, in Yoga and Vedanta, sleep is defined in two different ways. Yoga Shastra says, sleep is what? Abhava pratyaya lambana vrittihi nidra. Nidra, sleep, is where absence is the object of knowledge. Now, absence is not an object. Then, absence of what? Absence of waking and dream. That is sleep. Vedanta says no. In deep sleep, you have dropped all the conditionings and you remain undivided, singular experience of being. Therefore, Upanishad says, Ahar Ahar Brahma Gamayati. Every night when we are in deep sleep, we are merging in the reality. Like we keep our phone at night charging with the mains. So it gets charged. So next day onward, again we can start with WhatsApp. Exactly the same way. At night, when we are in deep sleep, we are in touch or merged in the absolute. and therefore fully charged. Again we get up and again start the same rubbish. See, friends, when you take this understanding, you will get out of the Prakriti. Yoga will keep you in Prakriti all the time. Do this yoga, do this asana, go to the gym. Don't worry. Lead a normal, comfortable life. Everything will be all right. Don't torture yourself. So, Deya Vastu Parityagat Jnanam Tishtati Kevalam. So, what we have to do, therefore, Bhagavan Krishna answers Arjuna's one question in Bhagavad Gita. Although unwilling, why we do the wrong things? As if somebody is compelling us. This was Arjuna's question. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. Anichannapi, although I don't want to do that, yet as if somebody is forcing me to do that. What is that? Bhagavan Krishna says, Kamaesha Krodhaesha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Those who are workaholics, they have tremendous pressure of desire on their mind. And what is the desire? Wrong reaction of the mind about anything or any being is a desire. Wrong reaction. Like the mirror reflects, but no reaction. But when we see something, immediately reactions begin. So that reaction of the mind is called as desire, kamaesha, krodhaesha. And the desire can be either fulfilled or not fulfilled. If it is not fulfilled, it is reflected as anger. If fulfilled, it reflected as a greed. And therefore, with the enam iha vairinam, who is our real enemy in life, is this desire, desire, desire. Fulfillment of desire is in fact killing the desire. But what happens? We kill the desire for one particular thing, but the original virus of desire is still maintained. Therefore, we have to kill the desire by itself. See? Okay. Vidya enam iha vairinam. Desire is our enemy. So what to do? Find out where is the desire, will kill him. Indriyani mano buddhi asyadhisthana muchyate. The desire starts functioning from first hideout is the sense organs. Second hideout is the mind. Third hideout is the intellect. This desire starts influencing us from these three hideouts. Indriyani. We are slaves to our sense organs. Then, after sense organs are conquered, then the virus migrates, metastasis, to the mind. Then, if our desires are not fulfilled, then we become emotional. See, I want to do it for you, Swamiji, but I'm going to. So, understand the desire has entered deeper recesses of your body. And once the mind is conquered by the desire, then it has entered the intellect. After the desire conquers the intellect, then adharmam dharma iti manyate tamasavrata. Then we start justifying how wrong is right. I am not the only one who is doing corruption, everybody does. Even if you see the whole world's history, whether you take Sri Lanka or you take Peru, everybody is doing corruption. So I am doing also. What is wrong? See? Therefore, this virus must be killed at the beginning. Therefore, spiritual life is not fulfilling the desires. but we have to rise above the desires. So, ne vastu parityagat. So we don't have to destroy anything, but the value and importance that we have given to something or somebody, that we have to drop. The worldly objects enter our mind with the quantity of importance we have given to that object or a person. See? I am not miserable because of somebody else's wife. I am miserable because of my wife. Because the amount of importance I have given to my wife and amount of importance I have given to somebody else's wife is different. And both those ladies are outside. So how they have entered to disturb me? The value, the amount of importance we have given to anything or anybody is the cause of our miseries in life. See? Then what to do? Living at zero complaint level. No complaint. You have dropped that thing. See? But our complaint is other people's wives are so good. But why my wife? Look at the world. It's a great drama going on. See? One of my friend, Agrawal, we were somewhere, he was driving, it was very hot, and he said, Swami, we'll stop and get some cold water bottle. I said, okay. So he stopped and he told his wife. Wife is not so called educated, but she's a good lady. So he told, Pani leya Swamiji ke liye, get water. So she went, duk, 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 duk. Agrawal means duk, duk, duk. Come, tak, tak, tak. So she got one bottle and it was not cold water. So he became angry. अरे बेवकूफ, get cold water. इतना भी समझ नहीं आता. She got it. Then she said, Swamiji, see, he always calls me bad names. I am stupid, I am बेवकूफ. I said, Amma, I agree with him. You also say, I say, yes. How? Had you been wise, you will never marry to this fool. Then it is okay. So happy. See, friends, we give importance to anything and we suffer. Neya vastu parityagat. We don't have to give up anything in life. We have to give up the undue importance that we are given to, that you give up. If we have given importance to something, nobody can give it up for us. See? And this is how the ego develops. I am not like this. Who asked you? Again question. See, every mantra will help you. So, Jnaya Vastu Parityagat Jnanam Tishtati Kevalam. Then your knowledge or the mind is Kevalam, undivided. Now that knowledge is not having the Triputi Kshirnatameti. Then the knower, knowledge, and the known. The division of the knowledge into three parts will be suspended. Undivided knowledge is Brahma Nirvana Mruchati. That is our infinite essential nature. This is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. At this moment, you are neither man nor woman, neither in Goa nor in Delhi, neither 2023 or 2022. undifferentiated, unqualified knowledge is Paramatma, the divine. We add qualities, we add attributes, and the infinite is reduced to the finite. We have added attributes to ourselves. Date of birth, time element added. Size 4 by 6, space is added. Weight 2 tons, object is added. Out of the infinite, a finite bundle is created. And that bundle we carry throughout life. Therefore, Bhagwan Krishna says, what is spiritual practice? Nirmana moha, freedom from body identification, jita sanga dosha, no wrong company. Adhyatma nitya, everyday satsanga, listening is essential. Adhyatma nitya, watch your mind. Is it quiet, alert, or vigilant or not? Vinivritta kama, lesser the desires we entertain, lighter is the life. Dvandvai vimuktaha. This world is made up of complementary opposites. You cannot do anything to that. Day, night, hot, cold, tall, short, black, white. You cannot do anything. Then accept gracefully and relax. See, all the time, attention is that the mind or the knowledge is not divided into knower, known, and knowledge. See, and therefore, that knowledge where knower is not born is the ultimate reality. See, we have to clearly understand this. Normally, how we define river? Or river is flowing water? No. Flowing water, where it is flowing? Should we call our tap in the house water? No, no, we get only Ganges. We take a vertical Ganges bath. No. River means flowing water on a river bed. Bed is essential. In the same manner, mind is like the flowing water, and the bed of that flowing water is Paramatma, the Brahman. See, if it is a pond, it is not called river. So when the flow of thoughts, reaction of the mind, the objectivity is dropped, then the same mind is Brahman Paramatma. See, when I divorce from my wife, what happened to me as a man? Nothing. But when I was married, what happened to me? I was reduced from a man, from the dignity of the man to the ridicule of a husband. And who was miserable is ridiculous. So when I divorced, what happened? Nothing. So if I can continue to be happy in spite of a husband, you are realized. Meaning, let the conditionings be there, but we are not influenced by any conditioning. See? Triputi Kshinata Meti. And what is the influence of the Triputi? Desires. I want this way, I want that way. See, remove that want. One great Mahatma story comes. One person approached him. He said, "Sir, I want peace." He said, "Please say again, I am hard of hearing." So that person, "Sir, I want peace. Little, two, three times can you say, then I'll catch it. Sir, I want peace, I want peace, I want peace." Mahatma said, "Ah, understood. Remove the I and the want, what remains?" When we want, we get pieces. When you don't want, you are in peace. See? Triputi Kshinataameti Brahma Nirvanam Richati. Manomatramidam sarvam chinmano jnanamatrakam ajnanam brahmamityahur vijnanam paramam padam. Now these terms are analyzed beautifully. Manomatramidam sarvam. Everything is existing only in the mind. Mind is the software. Everything is existing in the mind. See? When the mind is enfolded, as in deep sleep, even our body is not included in the mind. So mind is there, but which mind? Not individual mind, the total mind. And because of the total mind, life continues to pulsate. But the same total mind takes the shape of this particular body, and individual mind is born. Total space, and then our walls and compound, then this is my property. See? So when infinite space is superimposed with limitations, immediately samsara begins. In the same manner, mind is not a problem. When the mind is identified with the body, thereafter I versus you is born. See, friends. Therefore, manomatra vidam sarvam. Number one. Two, that which is included in the mind, that alone is the source of disturbance for us. See, so simple, it is not difficult. The other day I was somewhere and I got one message. So I read the message and kept the food. Finished food and everything. And we were all departing. Then I told that person, I said, "Look here, I am going. Don't ask me to hold here, okay? Now you have to manage yourself." What? Then I showed him the message. Some bad news. I said, "Now don't make tamasha. Finish whatever you have to do it cool way." So that event had happened, but it was not known to him. It doesn't exist. So where is the whole world? Unless it is included in the mind, it doesn't exist. Therefore, manomatram idam sarvam. Second point. Third point. If you take a bucket of water and in that there is some bulb or sun reflected. Suppose the water is mixed with cow dung. So the reflection will be dull. If it is shaky, it will be dull and unsteady. And if the water is clean, neat, steady, reflection will be perfect. In the bucket of the body is the waters of the mind, and in this the cow dung of the world is put. And not only that, it is stirred. Such a objective, obsessed, dirty mind What will be the reflection of Paramatma? But if our mind is at peace, undisturbed, in and through every experience, we will discover a divine message for us. The divine message comes, we take it as a disturbance. How? Be attentive. If you get a pain in your tooth, is the pain given to us to torture us? It is a reminder. Hey, something is wrong. Take care. So that pain is a message. It is not a punishment. Exactly the same way, when we get hurt in our mind for anything, it is not hurting, it is a message. You are going the wrong way. See, my friends, once this is clear, then all our spiritual practice will be work on the mind, not work by the mind. Like as regard body is concerned, we work by the body and we work on the body. Going for a walk or doing some exercise, doing yoga, that is done by working on the body. We go to work, earn money, that is working by the body. Exactly the same way. We are all working by the mind. Working by the mind is default settings. About everything we have got comment, about everything we have got suggestion, about everything we have to poke our nose, everything we have to know who is that, who is that. This is working by the mind. Now start working on the mind. Two techniques we are told. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. See? Second mantra, who asked you? Third, living at zero complaint level. This is working on the mind. Now, as we are concerned about our physical health, for that we do something to work on the body. In the same manner, are we ever even aware that we have to keep our mind healthy? Is our mind healthy or unhealthy? Is it infected by the virus desire, or it is totally healthy, happy under all conditions? Work on the mind. Mano matramidam sarvam. And if we start working on the mind, our mind will remain healthy. And what is a healthy mind? Chinmanaha jnana matrakam. Then you will never have any expectations, any desires, any hurt feelings, any feeling of loneliness. Nobody wants me. Don't have self pity. Be at peace with yourself. In such a mind only, the truth is revealed. See? धूमेनाव्रियते वह्नि यथा दर्शो मलेन च यथोल्बेनावृतम ज्ञानम ते तथा तेने दमावृतम. Bhagwan says in Bhagavad Gita. Like the mirror is covered by the dust, or the smoke is covering the fire, or the placenta is covering the fetus, in the same manner, or wisdom is covered by the desires in the mind. Three examples are given. The smoke covering the fire, it will take less effort. Simply fan, the fire can be seen. Yatha adarshaha malena cha. If there is a dust on the mirror, you have to take a cloth and clean it. Little more efforts are required. Yatha ulbena garbaha, the fetus is covered by the placenta or the womb. Then no hurry. Let me see what it is. No. Have patience. See, in the same manner, spiritual practice is not, Bhagwan come, when will I get God? What will you do after that? Remember one principle. We have to remain as the seekers of truth throughout our life. See? Then only we can maintain ourselves. Otherwise, you become real and start blessing everybody. No. Mano matramidam sarvam chin mano jnana matrakam. Then we are able to recognize mind itself is pure consciousness if it is free from the impact of objectivity. What J. Krishnamurti ji calls is objectless awareness. We are aware of the train. We are aware of the breeze. Remove that off awareness. Manomatramidam sarvam chin mano jnanamatrakam ajnanam brahmamityahu. Then what is ajnanam? Ajnanam is incomplete knowledge, and that creates delusion. See, ajnanam brahmamityahu and vijnanam paramam pradam. So what is vijnanam? Vijnana therefore is that wherein we have dropped all the objectivity and objectless awareness is called as vijnanam. See, one thing we all must understand. Various terms comes in our scriptures. Every term is used with reference to context. Many times people ask this kind of question. See, today only somebody asked me, some Swamiji, I had to go for the interview and I do not know what is the meaning of Upanishad Tattva. Please tell me. Now, what reference is that word used that we do not know? See, therefore, jnana, ajnana, vidya, avidya, atma, paramatma, jiva, these are various terms which should be clearly understood with reference to the context. Like if you take Ishavasya Upanishad, there it is said, Andham tamaha pravishati ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamaha ye vidyaya gumrataha. Those who are following the path of ignorance, they enter in darkness. But those who follow the path of knowledge, they enter in more darkness. Oh God, what is this? Complete contradiction. See? Therefore, tad vijnanatham gurumeva avigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishta. So, ajnanam is the delusion, wrong notions with which we are functioning, and vijnanam is correct experience of the self. Further, ajnanam chanyatha jnanam mayametam vadanti te ishwaram mayinam vidyat maya atitam niranjanam. So, ajnanam cha anyatha jnanam. See, a means absence. A means apurna. A means anyatha. How many words? So, ajnanam cha anyatha jnanam. Anyatha jnanam is what? We are seeing the rope, but we have not known it is a rope, but we have seen there a snake. Anyatha jnanam. See? We are unborn, but we are all the time DOB. Anyatha jnanam. Whether the body is in me or I am in the body, anyatha jnanam. See, when we stand near the waters, we see our reflection upside down. Oh God, now what will happen to me? Anyatha jnanam. So, anyatha jnanam is ajnanam. So, what is anyatha jnanam? We are not the body, but the body is in me, but we consider I am inside the body. I consider if body is there, then I am there. If body dies, I die. But just coolly, if you just analyze your experience, that when we are not identified with the body, as in dream and deep sleep, we still continue to exist, continue to live. So our existence is independent of the body. When I retire from the government job, now I am no more an officer. So I may not be officer, but I continue to exist as a human being. That officer was a upadhi imposed on me. Therefore, I discarded the upadhi. I don't die. I continue. Exactly the same body. Way. The body is adopted by me, but when the body is dropped, I don't die. Therefore, nobody has the experience of death. Swamiji, you may not be knowing, but there is a book, Many Lives, Many Masters. In that book, it is proved that one life I was in China, and then a second life I was there. See? And it is written by a Catholic, a staunch non believer. He finally said, after analyzing my patient with her consent, I have come to this conclusion: rebirth is real. See the wrong conclusion. Now understand death. For that, if you want to have entertainment in understanding, see one English movie. That English movie is RIPD, Rest in Peace Department. It's one of the most hilarious movie. To cut it short, two police officers go on the top of a building for some investigation. And between them some fight happens. So one police officer takes a pistol and shoots him down on the spot. That fellow falls down 30, 40 floors. When he falls down, he gets up. And everything around him is a frozen picture. And thereafter, then he is now no dead because the world is dead for him. Then what happens? Then he continues. And then, hey, take picture and get out. So then the picture is taken and um, frozen, but he walks out. Then all the cinema. Then he sees his wife is burying his body. She is miserable, crying, and all the church meeting, everything going on. And then she gets married, and thereafter her life is going on. He is observing. He can see everything, but nobody can see him. And then one day something happens. She is coming in her car, and big accident, and in that she also dies. So she comes out, and the car and the whole picture is frozen. Now she also can see him, he can see her. हाथ में हाथ डाल चलो. Now when I saw that movie, I was so thrilled. My friend says, Swamiji, how do you like the movie? I said, forget about it. What message you have got, you tell me. Swamiji, it was very nice, good jokes. I said, Dumbo, message is, you don't die. Before coming to this Goa, I was in Delhi, in Mumbai. Then before coming to Mumbai, I was in Lonavala. Before coming to Lonavala, I was in Coimbatore or Bangalore. Before that, in your Hampi. So when I left Hampi, dead for me. I am still there. Then I was born in Bangalore. I left Bangalore. Bangalore dead for me. I am still there. Tomorrow I will leave this place. This place is dead for me. I don't die. Have we not left the childhood? Did we die? देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति ही धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. This wrong understanding is anyatha jnanam. Ajnanam cha anyatha jnanam. Maya metam vadantite. And this is what is called as the play of the Maya. See? Maya means incomplete knowledge used to draw the conclusions of life. See? What is incomplete knowledge? Incomplete knowledge is, be attentive. I am body is not the problem. Problem is this body I am, that body I am not, problem begins. See? And when we can include all bodies in the definition of I, who will die? See? So ajnanam anyatha jnanam maya metam vadandite. Ishwaram mainam vidyat. And the one who is wielding this Maya power is Ishvara. So who is Ishvara? Be attentive. When we are not influenced by the world, we are no more enslaved by the worldly objects because our sense organs are under control. We are the Ishvara as regard this is concerned. See? Ishvara Mainam Vidyat. So don't push Ishvara somewhere else. Be the owner of your faculties. Where to talk, where not to talk, when to talk, when not to talk, where to go, where not to go. We are not furnitures to be shifted by the whims of the mind or people. No. Then you are the Ishvara. Ishvaram Mayanam Vidyan, Mayatitam Niranjanam. And when we thus transcend the impact of this relative knowledge, we have discovered our divine nature. Now, what the man has to be a man, has he to kill his father to avoid being a son? Has he to kill his wife to be not to be a husband? No. Then don't take them seriously. That's it. We take life unnecessarily too serious and therefore we suffer. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ